But security does not make you complex. Okay.
Not TV 47, eh?
You are correct.
Security is
does not
good.
make you complex. As in ukiwa tu pale unaona hiyo viet umekuja nayo.
But sasa, me I don't want I know one day I'll be a leader, an elected leader or a leader in policy. I want to remain simple. Mary Kathomi.
Yeah. Is it now that naona unaandika tu vitabu hapa. Ile mambo yako ya hizo ma GMOs ni kama uliacha Wakenya wakufe tu eh?
No.
Ulisema sawa Wakenya wakae. Wewe uanze kutafuta mambo ya kuandika tu vitabu
let me tell you what.
Mabeti tu ndo unaandika pale maishara.
If there's one war or fight that I'm invested is the one of food security and food sovereignty. You will even realize in this book.
Yes.
If you read the let me show you. If you read, this is the back of the book. You can see even what propelled me to where, even writing this book, was the fight for our food sovereignty and our food security. That even not took me to Mtata's office. So that is very key to me. I'll relax the day GMO will be legal in this country.
Or the way the time it will be illegal.
Yes, that's the day.
But is it legal right now?
It's legal. GMO is legal in Kenya.
Is there legislation to it?
Yes, it was passed by
a policy that actually governs how
Ruto allowed GMO in the cabinet in 2023.
Yeah.
That has actually been the basis of our fight.
Oh, okay. So watu wachuki ujamaa bure bana.
Amefanya vituko. Amefanya vituko my dear. Amefanya vituko na sarakasi.
Nini inaweza fanya uchague Ruto in case alikuwa angebadilika sahi?
Nothing. His case is done.
So wewe you don't believe in a God of second chance?
No. Not when it comes to people's lives.
I know, but remember he can also reform.
He shouldn't reform to lead. He should just reform for himself.
Okay. How does a post-Ruto presidency look like?
It's going to be, the damage is too big. It's going to be hard. The damage is still a huge damage. So you can imagine the next president will need to come and redo all that damage. Nikazi.
So you think that post-Ruto presidency will still have Ruto just as a private citizen working out there, you guys will start hunting for him?
The law, it's about the law. What does the law say?
But the law has never been observed here in Kenya.
We need to get back to the law.
So what does the law say?
You tell us about what the law says about corruption. Public,
see,
what does it say?
The law does not even define what that corruption is in the first place. Somebody actually who consumes a lot of tea.
No, the law is very, very clear. When you go to a constitution,
what is corruption?
Just that we ignore the law, but the law is clear.
What is corruption?
You tell me.
Me, I thought that corruption is a very, very vague word, whereby somebody has embezzled public fund. That is not corruption. That is theft. So if you're charging them with corruption, then I think corruption is a politically correct word. Yeah. So it is actually theft. Yeah. So if you go and charge this person that you're charging them that they were corrupt, you will spend years and years trying to define how corrupt they were. Yet it's a simple thing. Yeah. You killed. Ama you stole. Ama you obtained by false pretense. Something has to be so clear. So if at all it is defined that way, as clear as it is by the law, then it becomes so easy for the judge to actually look at it and say that we have a very, very big problem. Yeah. But anything less, hao jamaa watakuwa na walk scot free siku zote, because we don't have actually legislations that really shares on what they've done.
Yeah.
Unaona? Mimi unishtaki alafu uende kusema
I can share it Stanley now. Okay.
Umeni nini alafu sasa unaenda kunaambia watu ati mimi nilikuwa corrupt. My legal team inaweza kukimbiza. Si inaweza kukimbiza mbio sana.
Sana. We said we call it we should never forget, isn't it?
Yeah, we shall never forget.
We shall
never forget. We shall never forget.
Do you call it the front line or front line? The front line.
Yeah, the front line. Let me just send you something here. So we shall never forget is people, we are trying to advocate that we shall never forget the killings of the Gen Zs.
Are you on Twitter? Are you on Twitter?
Yeah.
Give me your handle. Yeah?
At RIBA SASA Show.
Spell for me at?
At RIBA SASA Show.
RIBA SASA Show.
Yes.
Oh, ndio.
Sijali ukiona mitambo zinawaka namna ile inamaanisha ile mambo inataka kuendelea hapa saa hizi.
Moto.
Hata wewe utashtuka sana. We shall never forget. Hey bana, that word is strong. We shall never forget in akavija. Sama unanaje?
Kopwa.
Tunaambia watu bana, yes, you had your day, but remember that we shall never forget. But unacheki the moment such kind of rhetorics are also brought on board, Mary, it becomes so difficult for somebody to hand over power in peace because they also fear for their lives. Mama, what do you think?
Is power about, is it about an individual? It's about a constitution. Is it about a person? It's not.
What do you think that our country is actually mature to that level whereby somebody will get into power and eventually just hand over power in peace and let the country be run the right way?
Imagine we are there actually.
We are there. So you believe that...
Because we have, as much as they've mutilated the constitution left, right and center, we still have a law. We still have that same document.
Yes.
Yeah.
But you see, that document just remains another document because nobody seems to observe it.
One day we will get back. We will get back to observing the constitution. We will. We don't have a choice. For us to maintain a country, we will have to get back there.
Yeah. How long do you think that it will take for what we are today?
It depends with the... Let me put this phone on silent before you...
Na watu wangeingia tu live bana, waweze kuwatch hizo vitu live hapa. Unajua tunapiga kwa mpigo tena sana. Watu wanachoka tu badala ya kuingia hapo waone actress mwenyewe. Hona pole ule Kathomi mwenyewe.
Ule Kathomi mwenyewe.
Kathomi kutoka Kathomi Primary School. Unasema Kadhambi ama Mariba?
My primary school.
Bade Kathomi, unajua wewe unatoka pale Meru, si ndio?
Natoka Tharaka-Nithi. Yeah.
Ile nyeli overturn
ile inaitwa stronghold.
Wewe unajua tofauti ya miraa, moka,
zote. Sasa hiyo kwetu si ni kama vile tunalima mahindi.
Na alele, ushasikia alele? Alele mtoto.
Najua tu miraa.
Na history ya bag ni ya nini? Alele mtoto. Hujasikia story kama hiyo?
Sijasikia.
Kathomi bana.
Sijasikia hiyo.
So kwa hivyo nikikuuliza bag ni ya nini utaniambia bag ni ya nini? Bag ni ya nini?
I don't know.
Unasema alele mtoto.
Alele mtoto. Hiyo ni miraa ama nini hiyo? We are of the
so unasikia Ketepa, ukasikia
nakwambia hizo ni za ni za Gen Z
ukienda Zabi pale
nitajua tu,
Gomba,
nitakuja kujua tu. When I grew up my mom had a plantation ya miraa. Na hiyo ndio ilikuwa inatununulia chumvi, sukari, kila kitu.
So wewe miraa umeichana sana. Wewe mtu ambaye ulikuwa unakula miraa.
Hata si you know when you have it at home, we don't look at it the way mtu nje anaiangalia. Sisi tuangalia tu kama mahindi, maragwe, you know. It's not a big deal.
Miraa ni kawaida tu kwa kweli.
Kawaida, it's a cash crop, you know.
Kwa hivyo wewe fuzo umekuja hivi unakula miraa mzee hata uleti shida, nasema tu sasa
and actually we grew miraa more so for income generation, move sana. Okay. Sawa.
Yeah, so unaona ile miraa inaanza kufanya unazuia. Wewe, are we live?
Yeah.
What? Hey.
Sorry.
Niache mambo ya mchezo hapa, mchaka. Tuingie kwenye kazi sasa. Bag ni ya nini? Alele mtoto. Sometimes kuuliza bag ni ya nini unasema alele mtoto.
Wewe naweza sema vitu sijui, nikuja kujichoma, kujichemsha nazo. Nikuja kujichoma mimi mwenyewe. Unajua mimi mtu wa siasa.
Unajua hata ni wimbo hiyo.
Ni wimbo. Hata ukisemaje?
Bag ni ya nini?
Alele mtoto.
Is part of a verse.
Okay.
So ukienda huko nje usikie mtu amekwambia bag ni ya nini?
Alele mtoto.
Uanze kusema vitu zingine fani hapa, inaonyesha wewe kabisa ni kama hatupo inchi moja.
Interesting.
Thank you, members of the public. It's another wonderful day that the Lord has made, and I'm here with a superstar actress, Cobra Squad, Mary Kathomi.
Pleasure.
Welcome, Mary Kathomi.
Thank
again
you.
In RIBA SASA.
Thank you.
Yeah.
RIBA SASA is a home.
Yeah, this is a home. You even enter without knocking.
Yeah, we love having conversations.
Yes.
Because we need to have conversations to control the narrative.
Yeah, sure.
Everyone is working really hard to control the narrative, so we must be able to give the information.
Yes, at the center of information.
Yes.
To ensure that we're able to be the voice of reason.
Exactly.
Sure.
Yeah.
So, Mary Kathomi, you have a very, very big forthcoming project.
Yes.
I'm aware of it.
Yes.
I know you want to invite me to come over there and also represent
officially.
You're officially inviting me.
I'm inviting you for my book launch.
Wow.
On the 14th of August, 2026.
Yes.
It's a Friday afternoon at the United Kenya Club. And many people do not even know where the United Kenya Club is.
Come on, tell them.
If you went to the Nairobi University,
Yes.
United Kenya Club just at the corner of Nairobi University. It just imeshikana na YWCA, where people go for swimming.
The University of Nairobi.
Yes. On one side, there's the Lutheran Church, there's another Catholic Church. This is St. Paul's Catholic Church. There's St. Andrews. You find the United Kenya Club. It's one of the oldest clubs in Kenya. It was a colonial place, but now it's a private members club.
Yes.
And just it's very central. So mtu anatoka Thika Road, mtu anatoka Mombasa Road, Juja Road, Ngong Road, sote tunapatana
pale mara moja
United Kenya Club.
Absolutely.
And that's where you're going to be. I thank you so much.
Yes, I must come there and support you.
Thanks, Wabs.
Our team must also be there.
Thank you.
To ensure that the superstar herself launches a book in a way that shakes the country.
Kabisa.
So one of your guests is a very renowned professor of law, Mr. Patrick Lumumba.
Yes. He's when I was thinking about who to give the role of being a guest of honor.
Yes.
My book, The Kenyan Gen Z Demonstrations 2024, The Frontline, is a very emotive book.
Yeah.
I've captured the emotions.
Yes.
The journey of the demonstration. Why were we in the streets?
Yes.
Why did we demonstrate for such a long time?
Yes.
We went to Sabasaba, Nane, abductions, all demonstrations. And these demonstrations went to the Ruto must go demonstrations.
Yes.
Why did we do all this? Everything is captured in my book.
Yes.
But I was thinking, who can give Kenya a sane direction in terms of sober direction without politics, without saying I'm in this party and I'm in this party. What needs to happen in this country? And I thought, you know what? PLO Lumumba is sane. He's not aligned to
very passionate.
Very passionate about good governance. And
he has demonstrated that.
He's a Pan-Africanist, actually. He's no longer like our baby. We've given him up to the African continent.
Big up PLO.
Big up PLO, and then he's a great guy. I love listening to him, and I'm sure it's just not me. Very many people. He's mentored a lot of people. He's even inspired. Let's say even inspiring people that we can actually have sober thinkers in this continent, in this country.
Yes, absolutely.
And he's a sober thinker, calling out wrong for what it is. Calling out the excesses of the government, and in the same spirit, I wanted to have gender balance. So I was looking at PLO, Lynn Ngugi. Lynn Ngugi was also very involved in the Kenya Gen Z demonstrations. Actually,
I saw at some point they had a loggerhead with the state, whereby
my relationship. Let me tell you, my relationship with Lynn. Is when actually my entry into the demonstrations with food security and food sovereignty. I was fighting against GMOs even as we were doing the finance bill. Because there were a lot of wrong things that were happening in this country. One of them was the legalization of GMOs, the punitive bills that had been sent into parliament. So when I went to the X spaces and the TikTok spaces that we did, I spoke about food sovereignty and food security. I was trying to open people's eyes. Guys, do you see what's happening? Do you see what's happening
here? Many people couldn't see that.
Many people couldn't see. And we were also talking about the Seeds, Plants and Varieties Act, which was passed in the Uhuru administration. That particular act of parliament was actually criminalizing sharing of seeds. So we built a relationship from there with Lynn Ngugi. And we did a lot of shows with Lynn. And we talked about seeds. We talked about protecting of our indigenous seeds. We talked about GMOs, the dangers of GMOs in the country, how no one is really looking at what exactly is this thing you're calling GMO. We built that relationship, and so much was happening, Wabs. Demonstrations were happening. Yani, things were on a whirlwind. There were so many things that were happening. And I think Lynn has given very sober direction in terms of governance. She's been able to call politicians to order. Like when politicians have a way of diverting sometimes personal interests. They forget what the country really wants. And I feel like Lynn has been able to call on these leaders. You know what, you guys?
To call them out.
Call them out. It doesn't matter who it is. It doesn't matter if you're in Linda Mwananchi, you're in DCP.
She could call out the head of state. That's
you
the
have
boldness
to call out
that this lady has.
Yes, we have to call out ills and excesses of government, ill and excesses of politicians and peoples in leadership. At the end of the day, we have to appreciate that we are human beings. So I was looking for that gender balance in the book lounge. I have PLO, I have Lynn Ngugi. Let's have a sober conversation. Let's have a sober conversation. It's what do we need to do as a country? What do we need apart from the politicking? Because when the emotions of politics are all over, we start getting very emotional, and we use we use catchwords like tialala, like one time,
shoe and wiper and such kind of things that do not make so much sense to the common man.
Let me tell you, those are not the issues. There are deeper issues afflicting this country, deeper issues, and we should never forget what those issues are. So basically, I would call it like a coming together in the book lounge of having a sober conversation about what direction we need to take as a country. Also, we are telling Kenyans, we shall never forget. We shall never, many people do not understand what the Kenyan Gen Z demonstrations 2024 was all about. To me, it was bigger than life. It was bigger than individuals. It was big. It was spiritual.
It was awakening,
It was the first time such levels of demonstrations have been held in this country without leadership, without a political leader, without centralized organization, without funding. And people ask,
they came the phone and
hii demonstration nani anapea watoto pesa?
Sure.
To me, this was spiritual. I call this like
you don't only look at it from the physical.
No,
it went deeper.
It was very deep.
A
seed was sowed, not just in Kenya, in Africa, in the entire world, that the human race can stand and say no to the excesses
Something
of
in
administration.
us died.
Exactly. The fear died.
Yes.
Thank you. That's the right word. The fear died.
Yeah.
You know, you can hold on, even the Bible says you can hold on to dear life,
Yes.
but when you give up that same life, it will be given back to you. So I think that fear died.
Yes.
We were able, and you know, people keep asking. And that's why I would want every Kenyan to buy a copy of the Constitution.
Yes.
Everyone needs to walk with a copy. I forgot to carry mine today. Everyone needs to read the Constitution like we read the Bible.
Yeah, from the preamble going.
We
all the way-
need
all
to
the way.
quote the Constitution
Yes.
better than we quote the Bible.
Yes. Don't you think it should be introduced to the CBC?
Exactly. It
Yeah.
should be a book. It should be a book, compulsory book, say from grade 4.
Set
know?
book.
Thank you.
Yeah.
We need to sing our Constitution because it was a right to go to the streets. We went to the streets because our leaders could not listen to us.
Yes.
And even after insisting and insisting, listen to what the people are saying. The leaders just put up like sort of
Just a blind eye. And
actually it's a wall.
ah.
They didn't want to listen to the people. So I call it the Mau Mau of 2024.
Yes.
I call it the rebirth of the nation.
Yes.
The Kenyan Gen Z demonstrations 2024.
Yes.
It was a demonstration about the finance bill 2024, but it went way over.
Way
I'm
beyond.
sure you know. Way beyond.
I know, yeah.
Way
They
beyond.
achieved the objective, something that all politicians have never
Yes,
achieved.
yes. And you know, politicians get over their heads when they think they have the tools, or they have the security with them, they have
And
the
the instrument
military.
of violence
they are controlling the
yeah.
state, and they feel, but you know, the Constitution says the people shall. We are the people. We are the government. It's us. We are the Constitution. Because even the Constitution says we can delegate that power
Yes.
through elective positions like in Parliament.
Yes.
But fundamentally, the power belongs to
To the people.
the people.
Yeah.
And we were not doing anything wrong. We're just, we're just screaming and shouting. Something is wrong here.
Yeah.
When governments are elected, they're
Just
elected
raising
for
an
the
alarm,
people.
but
Yeah,
there's something here.
Something is wrong here. Listen,
gotta pay
look
attention
here.
here. There's
Yeah.
something wrong.
And Wabs, I have captured the story of the Kenyan Gen Z demonstrations,
Yes.
the front line, because I was on the front line.
Yes.
I came for every single demonstration.
Yes.
And when you read my book, apart from content creation,
Yes.
which is what I'm really known for,
Yes.
content creation on social media,
Uh-huh.
and what I would call it was civic education. We were just doing civic education.
Yes.
Tunafundishana, tunaambiana what is going wrong here. What does the law say? What are you supposed to do in this situation?
Yes.
And I did that. And I felt like what we did mostly was ranting. You know, that you rant on social media and you're complaining, and something in me was like, you know what, you can't complain forever.
Yes.
You
gotta
need
do something about it.
got to do something. You need to actively get involved in doing something. That is what pushed me into the streets,
Yeah.
buying a flag bandana, some Colgate, some Vuvuzela, and coming to
Yeah.
the streets.
Yeah.
And I'm sure I'm not speaking for Mary. I'm speaking for almost every single Kenyan who went to the streets.
Yes.
There was a deep calling.
Yes.
There was a deep drive from within that I need to do this, I need to do this,
Yeah.
So that's why I'm saying it was spiritual.
Yes.
People, I am sure most of the people
You know,
went
some
to
of
the
us in
same-
the office, we could look at you guys through the window, but we're
And
supporting you guys.
I
We're saying,
remember,
go.
I remember myself
Yes.
on Lonros Street.
Yes.
Offices, people in offices were dropping bottles of water. Bottles of
judiciary
water.
here.
Yes, bottles
Yeah.
of people are throwing support.
Yeah.
So even the people that
Because that's the best they could do. That
Yes,
time
at
you
that
don't need
particular
money. You
time.
just need something that actually could get you going.
Exactly.
Then go.
Even without coming to the streets, and
Yes.
when you read my book, The Kenyan Gen Z Demonstration 2024, in the spirit, Kenya was together.
Yeah.
Even the people that didn't come on the street, they supported. They sent
there was a
money on
problem,
Mchanga.
Yes.
They prayed for us. They urged us on. So
Yeah.
this is, to me, this was the Mau Mau of 2024. This was a reborn. This was a rebirth. And
Yeah.
the seed that was sowed
Yes.
in the June of 2024,
Yes.
bado ijamea.
Haijajaminate bado.
Haijamea. Inamwagwa maji,
Eh,
inawekwa
mnyunyiza
dhumu,
polepole tu.
polepole tu. There's a lot that is happening, but the seed
Weeding,
was sown.
yeah,
The seed was sown.
yeah.
So this revolution, even in another, we are in 2020, even in another 30 years,
Yes.
we'll be reaping from this. We'll be reaping from these. And I feel people sometimes, and the politicians really want to demonize the Gen Zs. They are unruly. They can't be told. No. The Gen Zs have broken the stereotype. You cannot, they don't live by the rule of fear. You know us, by the way, I'm not a Gen Z.
They don't go by the
not even near a Gen Z, but...
what are you? No, okay, it's okay.
You don't ask a girl her age. Let me tell you.
It's okay.
Let me tell you. I was in school in the Moi days. The Gen X's and a bit of the millennials, but most of the Gen X's have been programmed into fear.
And the boomers as well.
Fear, and the boomers, yes. Fear. Like, it's no longer respect for the government or administration, but they've been programmed to fear and not to question.
Absolutely.
The Gen Z's question. They confront you with information.
You say the constitution said this, and we go to the same constitution and tell them, what we're saying is not true.
Exactly.
This is the interpretation.
Exactly.
And they did that consistently on the social media. In their
so,
yes.
Does the question, the freedom to question narrative, is it wrong?
I don't think it's wrong.
No, it's not
it's right.
wrong. Ask every single question you ought to. You know, ask again, and that's why even when I do my content, I like critical thinking. Question everything. Do not be afraid to challenge. And this is what I would say. I tapped on the energy of the Gen Z, and for the first time in life, I could associate myself with a group of young people who are like me.
Yes,
I was like,
the same thing you believe.
I'm very. I honestly, I'm very different from my generation.
Yes.
Even in character, I'm a very different kind of a person. But for the first time, there's a group of people who behaved like me. I'm like, wow, these people can fight for what they believe in. They're asking the hard questions. And they're fighting for what's supposed to be truly theirs. So, and coming to the streets every day, running in the alleys and streets of Nairobi, facing the tear gas,
the water tanks,
the pink waters and everything, ducking the police, the live bullets, the rubber bullets, making great friendships in the street. By the way, we built very good friendships during the demonstrations. These are the experiences that I'm documenting in that book. And you know, Kenyans have a tendency, Wabs, of forgetting.
Yeah, we do.
We quickly forget. Oh my goodness, Kenyans forget quickly. And that's why we're saying we shall never forget. This book has captured the emotion, the activities, the reasons, the anger, the joys. There was every emotion that was experienced is captured in this book. Anytime you feel like you're forgetting, buy my book.
Make reference.
Buy this book. Anytime you're forgetting the journey from 2023, because this journey started in 2023.
Started earlier.
Yes, actually at the end of 2022. Because people are like, oh my goodness, this is no longer Hustler. This is different.
What did we just elect?
Actually, in 3 months, people are like, wait a minute. What was this? What did he do? Because one of the paragraph in my book, it is the discomfort and then unhappiness when the government stopped disbursing pesa ya wazee. This was in 2022. We were expecting the new government to come in and seamlessly continue governance. So for a couple of months, pesa ya wazee kushuka. And back in my shags, ulikuwa pata tule tu mzee tu 70. And you know they depend on that 2,000.
They do.
They do. Ananunua dawa, unga yake mbili hapo. That 2,000 goes a long way. Those people don't.
Money there.
And you know, wale wazee, many of them have been abandoned in the villages by families. So kale kapesa ka serikali ndio kanenda ku. So I'm trying to say, immediately this new government came in and stopped pesa ya wazee. People are like, wait a minute. The disquiet, the noise, the word. So for the I would say those are the memories you should never forget. The abolition of Linda Mama. Women used to go to hospitals and give birth. If this said that administration was very unhappy with Linda Mama, they could have just changed the name. You didn't need to scrap the whole program that was helping women give birth.
Oh, so they thought that maybe Linda Mama is associated by the
Margaret, Kenyatta's wife. It is okay. If a project is successful, Wabs, it's successful.
Look at the successes of it and retain that.
change even the name, maintain. Linda Mama was very helpful. And once Linda Mama, and until today, remember, that project has never been brought back, the program. Women now have to pay, and you can imagine the levels of poverty in the villages.
Yes.
So imagine scrapping Linda Mama. Hiyo ni hasira wanaongeza tu. Cutting off ina pole pole tu, bado watu fikiria ilikuwa finance bill 2020. Hasira ilikuwa ina pile
bring from the first day, because the first day in office subsidies
gone,
yeah.
Schools capitation delayed. You know, so there are so many things that are happening. So I want to have captured the emotion of this administration, more so from the Mwananchi perspective. Because I walk in the streets, I work with people. I'm not an elite. I participated in this demonstration from behind the camera, or not from the front line, from day one. So and even from the build-up of it, from the TikTok lives, from the X spaces. From the exchanges. When people were arrested, we went to Central Police to see if we could help. When, you know, we went through all these journeys. So I'm telling this story from a Mwananchi perspective. So anytime you are forgetting the journey, please, you want to get this book and remind yourself where we came from. There are a lot of chapters in this book. We've talked about the catalysts to the demonstrations.
The triggers.
Yeah, you know, kuna kitu inafanyanga chai pande juu, like saa zile unapika chai, sinatulia tu inatulia.
The temperatures get to a certain point now.
Kuna mahali temperature inafika chai inapanda. The catalyst. What are the catalysts that pushed us to the demonstration? Actually, to push it harder. You know, and the disconnect between the government and the people. There was a complete disconnect. You know, like the government completely was not listening to the people.
Do they listen now?
No, they don't.
No,
they don't.
Yeah, the same people.
The book has captured to 2025. A few references in 2026, but basically the book has captured everything to 2025. The disconnect. And we beg to ask the big question. What is government? What is government?
Government?
Yes. You know, this is a question. We say government, sirikal. But what is government? It is an institution. It is a bureaucracy that has been created to help the people, to help governance. You know, governing animals, elephants, it's human beings, it's the citizens of that country. If government is not serving the people, it ceases to be government.
It loses legitimacy.
It's something else. So when we look at what government is, the events of Gen Z demonstration 2024 bring the picture of what exactly is government. And should we maybe sit and have a conversation on what should the government be and what is the mandate of the government? When you get to the point whereby the government does not listen to the people, what is it? Must be rogue. That's a rogue institution. It's like what's the right word? It's something we've created that we can't manage. You know, so because the expectation is when even in your house,
it becomes alien to the people.
Thank you. That's the word I was looking for. It becomes alien to the people. Even in your house, even in a family setting, a father, a mother, children, there are even quiet, uncommunicated rules, but they're there. There must be harmony in that creation.
Some social order there,
and no one actually comes and announces like we do this, but we know children know how to behave. A wife knows how to behave to the husband, you know. And you know the nuclear family is the I would say it is the smallest basic unit of what would actually be the government. So a husband or a father has to listen to the wife, has to listen to the children. The children have, you know, there's that symbiotic kind of a relationship. So basically, that is how we are capturing this entire book.
So I think it is important the director is actually informing me to inform our audience that the artwork of the book is on the screen, and it is good for you to make reference to that. The book is being launched on 14th of August. And that is exactly what we are talking about. The Gen Z, the Kenyan Gen Z demos of 2024, the front line. The artwork is on the screen. Yeah, I think we lost the thought thread.
No. We can't lose it. You imagine after writing more than 200 pages of a book.
Oh, of course.
I can't lose that.
This is something. Remember, it's not the first book.
No, it's not. I've done The Girl from the Slopes of Mount Kenya, which is my personal story.
Yes.
And not just even writing this book, Wabs, it's also living the book. There are two different
also
things.
I've
lived the book. You know, like this is an emotional. I'll give you an example.
Yes.
Men say women will remember the makosa you did 10 years ago to details.
Yes.
That's women for you.
Yes.
And they won't remember some random things, but the day you wronged her, she has the detail, the color of your shirt, where you were. I'm sure you've experienced that.
I've experienced that.
You know why?
I'm old enough.
You know why is that?
Yes.
It is because any memory recording in our brain,
yes,
but it's recorded through an emotional path. You never forget.
Okay.
Emotions are the ones that any memory recorded in your brain,
yes,
but is recorded through an emotional path.
Yes.
You will never forget.
That you hardly forget that.
You will never. Anything that has an emotional attachment.
Yeah.
Like there's an emotion you are going through when that whole thing was happening.
Yes.
You can't forget.
You
as losing more than 60 people in a demonstration,
yes,
how can we forget such a thing?
Okay.
We can't forget.
Okay.
You know, seeing people shot on the legs.
Yeah.
Shot, dying.
Brains scattered on the floor.
That we will never forget.
People I got so angered by that.
People being shot at the parliament by some snipers on the roofs.
Yes.
And you're having young men thrown in quarries.
Yes.
In Juja, in Mukuru. And
Yes.
I have captured that in my book.
Yes.
That is a very emotional thing to ever forget as a Kenyan.
Yes.
It's cemented in our hearts. It's cemented in our brain. We will have to. And I keep, you see 25th of June, we, the people, the Kenyan people, have made it a public holiday.
Yes.
But I would call the government to gazette it as a national holiday.
To entrench it.
It's a national holiday.
Yeah.
Unajua hata kama waja entrench nasemanga commemoration, and of course hakuna biashara ufunguliwa nini lockdown. But I think officially the government needs to.
Do they need more lives to be lost in order for them to do that?
Let's just stop the fights. Let's just say mistakes were done. Let's move forward. And the first thing it is to take 25th of June 2025 as a national holiday. 2024.
Yes.
But this becomes 25th of June becomes a national holiday in posterity.
2024 every year.
Every year. Thank you. Every year.
Yeah.
Because what happened that year, that month,
yes,
you can never erase it. You can never erase it, even in 100 years.
Yeah.
Just like we talk about the Saba.
Yes.
The birthing of democracy in this country.
Yes.
We will never forget this. We can never forget what the Mau Mau did for us to get independence.
Absolutely.
The fights, these are, and that's what I'm saying 2024 is the Mau Mau of 2024.
What does it take for it to be entrenched?
I saw the president the other day accepting that the people that died, the people that got injured, the people that got maimed one way or the other are going to get compensation. That's the first step of accepting liability.
Yes.
I don't know. I've not followed to know how far that has gone. But the fact that they've accepted, people need to be compensated.
Yes,
that's good enough.
Admission.
That's good enough.
Yeah.
Now the process. You see, when you accept when you accept that you're going to compensate people, that's acceptance of liability. And instead of the government pushing harder and harder, fighting the young people, embrace the young people. Accept mistakes were done, and. Compensate people that needs to be compensated, and the people that needs to be taken to court should be taken to court.
For me, if at all you ask me, I think the president should listen more, and more especially when with the people that disagree with him.
Exactly. Actually, when you want to grow in life, even in general life, Wabs, if you want to grow more, don't work with people who praise you. Oh, Wabs, looking nice. No.
Are you saying that I'm not supposed to work with you?
Work with people. I'll criticize you when I need
you
to.
will?
I will. I'll tell you. Those are people who want your growth. People who tell you, "Apa umekosea, do something better here." The government needs to listen to its critics more.
Okay.
That's the way you grow.
Yeah,
that you
sure.
become better. People are not criticizing you. We can't, and I think President Ruto lives in, I think he is disalienated himself from reality. I think the people around him feed him with a lot of hot air. They don't tell him the truth. Otherwise, if they tell him the truth...
What about intelligence?
That's the question. That's always my
it
question.
It has to be as raw as possible.
I've captured it in my book.
Yes.
Like, we didn't have to get to breaking into parliament. If the intelligence was giving him the correct information, because it was inevitable that the young people were going to break into parliament. Even before we did it, it was inevitable. It was going to happen.
No, according to the security apparatus that were deployed on that day, they consumed the right intelligence because
they knew it was going to happen.
They knew that it was not going to be.
And the question is, if they had that intelligence, why couldn't they relay the same to the president? And it was so easy. I stopped the debate of the Finance Bill 2024. I withdraw.
Yes.
Until further consultation.
Yes.
That is all what the people were asking. But that high-handedness, like I'm not listening. And if you read my book, and you're going to get a copy of my book on Monday.
Yes.
And I want you to read that book.
Yes, I will.
The arrogance.
Yes.
From the politicians. Oh my goodness. We've not seen that level of arrogance. Tutapitisha mpende msipe. Imagine that kind of arrogance. And you're showing that arrogance in the face of these young people pushing and pushing and pushing for what they want. Actually, I'm not even going to call them young people. It's Kenyans.
Yeah.
The arrogance of politicians going into parliament, not in parliament, churches, and says ata mkae kwa street, hiyo kitu tutapitisha. So it begs the question, Wabs.
Yeah.
That finance bill was meant to serve who? Kenyans.
Yeah, and they're already saying no. We don't want that thing.
If Kenyans are saying no, what is so hard about listening to Kenyans? So that kind of arrogance, the statements. And let me tell you, I have passages and it is in my book whereby a politician would go like on a podcast like this and say, you know what, my watch is worth $500,000,
and the belt
is
he does evaluation in front of the general public on a national television.
That is a level of arrogance that our politicians have that is unimaginable. You're doing that. We know you're not like a billionaire before you came into politics. You're not manufacturing. You're not having a factory somewhere. You're not a Muindi in industry. You're doing like a metal. We know your wealth or the money you're floating around is directly connected to Kenyan taxes. In one way or the other. You know how much a CS will earn. You know how much a member of parliament would earn. But these people live way above that.
And that money is already entangled in loans. And you see, they don't have a lot of disposable income. We know.
And remember, Kenyans are not stupid. By the way, if there's an intelligent group of people, it's Kenyans. Kenyans are sharp. Kenyans wanakuchapia hesabu hivi wanaweza kuambia umeiba pesa ngapi hivi. Kenyans are intelligent. They're like this.
Sure.
So you're doing that in front of very intelligent people who will go behind their keyboards. They'll research. They'll do this. They know the corruption scandals here. They know. Then they can actually link a corruption scandal with this particular leader. And then you go in front of them and tell them, my watch, my belt. Isn't that slapping people on their faces?
That have taken. Then what will you do?
So those were the things that were happening in 2024 that tilted the masses.
The catalysts.
Oh, they were the catalysts. And I do not understand what happens with politicians. They're sort of disconnected from the reality at some level. I kept asking even the other day, what happens when you give power and money to a man? Do they delink? Are they less of a human being? Because there's a disconnect there, Wabs. When money and power is loaded on a man, they say you get to know who this person is really. And for me, the fact that, they lost the humanity. They lost it from within themselves. And unfortunately, nothing has changed. I think Kenyans are in a survival mode. Kenyans have, I wouldn't say Kenyans have given up. Kenyans have not given up. They maybe they want to reduce the casualty of the deaths on the streets. Maybe they've realized the streets are not yielding as much. And then they think maybe we can use other methods of achieving of the same thing. Nothing has changed. There's excessive corruption in this country. Unilateral decisions that are affecting this country in the negative way. The constitution has been mutilated, you know. It's no longer a sacred document, you know, like the way we used to say haki wengao na ulinzi, you know. Who cares about that flag? Who cares about our national anthem? Who cares about our constitution? And I think Kenyans, they are just like ushaisikia ile thunderstorm ile inajichocha huku nyuma ndio itakuja kuerupt.
Ile radi inapiga
exactly.
You've heard of such.
Ile radi
za kupiga na bado inapiga mazoezi tu.
That's how I would analyze Kenyans. And I keep telling people we should never forget. We should never forget. You know, once you forget, you lose the purpose of where you want to go.
Yeah.
Because your memory, your past, shape where you need to go to.
Yes.
So we should never forget. And that's why I documented the emotions. You know, like I have a story in the book.
Yes.
About this young lady who kept dreaming.
Yes.
And she kept dreaming. Her cousin was telling her, nasikia baridi. Wamenikatakata mwili yangu sijui. Wameka kujeni munichukue.
Yes.
And this dream was persistent. And that cousin spoke to the other cousin. They said, nimekuwa nikiota na this particular person, Grace in quotes, ananiambia amekatakatwa ametupwa kwa maji. Ameniambia nikuongeleshe utajua ametupwa kwa maji gani. That's I'm telling you, the demonstrations are also spiritual.
Yeah.
So that's how this whole story connects to how we got to know. Mili ilikuwa imetupwa kwari. That is actually that dream is what brought the exposure that bodies had been dumped at Mukuru, the quarry. That's how we got to know.
Those bodies were from the demonstration?
Yes.
The people who disappeared?
Yes.
You guys have
it's
evidence
documented. When those bodies were retrieved, actually the police came, so it was not a state issue. And you know there was a guy that was charged. There was actually a guy who was charged. Of course, you could tell everything was, you could tell the entire story was just mashed up.
It looks more choreographed, eh?
Yeah, you remember that story. And
it was Collins
I can't remember, Ugandan or something. And he looked like shocked when he was in the court, like, oh my God, what are you getting this guy? Like you could tell.
And when he escaped the prison, he only escaped with foreigners, the Djiboutians.
And the bodies had Colgates.
Colgates, yeah.
So you could tell, these bodies came from the demonstration. Yes. So this demonstration was big. It was a seed that was sown. It is something that needs to be documented from every single angle. Every single angle. This should never be forgotten.
Yeah, sure.
We should capture every single memory of this event.
We need a whole museum, actually, to ensure
Thank you. We need a whole museum of the Kenyan Gen Z demonstration 2024.
Yes.
We need
those memories are reserved.
We need those memories reserved, documented. I've seen the BBC did an interview. I hope we can have more of this, even local.
Yes.
You know, we go and interview the parents. We go and interview the people that were tortured. A lot of people were tortured.
Yes.
We've never talked to them.
People were abducted, then eventually
but tujaijua what exactly went on. And you know what? These are people's lives. These are people's experiences.
Yes.
Like I've captured my own experience. And I've also told the stories of other people. And because this was a momentous occurrence in this country, it shaped, you might take it or not, it shaped the future of this country in terms of governance leadership.
Yes.
Now we know we can hold our leaders into accountability.
Yes.
They are not our Eshimiwas. That's why I don't like being called a Mweshimiwa. They are servants.
Yes.
They are supposed to serve the people. You know, like the way we have a priest?
Yes.
A priest is, the Catholic priest sort of serves the community or that particular community.
Yes.
That's the way you need to look at leadership. I'm serving the people.
Yes.
And if my people are not happy, I go back and consult the people. That's how leadership is supposed to be. So the Kenyan Gen Z demonstrations book captures my journey from meeting Peter Salasia, who was a member of the Agriculture Committee in Parliament.
I've seen you.
No, we used to have meetings with him.
Yes.
And you'll see a chapter of that in my book.
Yes.
I used to, even when Morara was being arrested, I was with him. When the DCIs came to pick him, all those things are captured in the book.
You guys were together on that
day? Seated together when the DCI came and roughed him up, and you know what?
Oh, okay. How many were you that day?
we were 3 of us in a meeting when they came and picked him from his office. How we did the first press conference of Kilimo cha Haki, which is the organization that we use to do food sovereignty and food security.
Yes.
How we did the public awareness for GMOs, you know, all these things. How the Gen Z demonstrations metamorphosed to Ruto must go. What happened the SASA? Why did these demonstrations go on? Because they actually went on. Even after the bill was withdrew, the demonstrations metamorphosed.
Yes.
What exactly? So I've captured all that in the book. I've captured about the kidnapping, the torture, the deaths. The Albert Ojwang case is very well documented in the book because I was personally involved in a lot of demonstrations of Albert Ojwang.
How he died and
and seeking justice for him. And I'm very happy. I've seen the hearing happening in court now. There's a hearing of...
The narrative has now changed from
my
knocking the head on the wall, and now I think now there are people being held accountable.
Yeah, and I'm happy. Let me tell you, I would not throw out the basin water with the baby. You know, like when you have dirty water in a basin, and there's a baby in it, you just don't throw the whole of it.
Yes.
You remove the baby, and you can throw the water.
Yes.
I don't know what people say about our judiciary, but there's something good about our judiciary. It is not the entire judiciary that is rotten. We have a very good side of our judiciary that actually follow the law. Wako. We have judges, we have magistrates that are sober, that are not actually touching corruption money. They're there. They're there. And that gives me hope. That gives me joy. That justice, truth will prevail. When you look at the hearing of the case of Albert Ojwang, and you realize there's something good happening there, you know, and I was so involved in that that whole process. And, you know, I call Albert Ojwang is a seed soul. There was something special about that young man. The only child of his father. The way he was arrested, the way his death raised emotions to crescendo levels in this country. The way he died, the way they tried to muzzle the truth, but bado wakifinya inatokea tu. Inatokea huko. There was something very spiritually unique about Albert Ojwang. I've captured that in the book. I've honored. There are a lot of people that came to limelight. They became notable individuals. You know, they're Kina Moraras, they're Kina Casmuel, Dr. Omondi Japrado. I've talked about Akina Anifa, Shakira Wafula. I've talked about who else? Billy Simani, Faith Odhiambo. You know, these are people we didn't know.
Yeah, even Faith Odhiambo did a good job.
She did a brilliant job.
The LSK.
She was literally like our government.
Yeah.
Because she was always there. Faith was always there, legal fighting for us.
She was actually offering technical solution.
A lot. We would tag her on X every single second. Like, Faith, please, someone. And she had a battalion of lawyers across the country.
An entire battery of lawyers.
People in Kisumu, Meru, Wapi. We had lawyers always going to court to represent the people that have been abducted, people that had been arrested for demonstrations, and posting bills for these people. She did a brilliant job. Honestly, Faith Odhiambo did a brilliant job. That entire story is captured in the book. So why am I capturing it in a book? You know, a lot of data storage nowadays, Wabs, it's on the internet. Images are stored in the internet. iClouds, servers. And I thought one day, what will happen if the internet is wiped up one day? Does it mean that we are going to lose all this memory? Because anything can happen.
Seems like.
So that to me was a trigger. Oh no, Mary, you need to write a book. You need to capture this. You need to capture this.
So many people need to rise up and write.
People need to. I want it to be so happy. Document this. Talk about your story. Talk about your journey. Let's have, you know, a book. This is very different from watching a movie and reading a book. Very different. The way you conceptualize the information, the way you internalize the information is different. It is very different. So those were my motivations of writing this book. And I didn't want to take too long. I didn't want these feelings to sort of expire. I wanted them as raw as possible. I started writing this book a year ago. Yeah, so it's just been a work in progress, work in progress. Yeah. But I told myself I'll release my personal book first. That's why I had to do the girl first. But this book was still in the works. It was still in the works.
You'd already written it, but now to publish, you say that no.
Let me do the girl first. Yeah. So every single Kenyan, we have to realize it is upon us to save this country.
Yes.
We have to stop loading over that responsibility to politicians.
Yeah.
It is just upon each one of us to save this country.
Yes.
Do what you can as an individual in your space.
Yeah.
If you can run a podcast like what you're doing, do.
Yes.
If you can talk to people in the church, talk to them.
Yeah.
If you can teach people in a hall, do that.
Yes.
If you can design a graphic image, if you can do a TikTok or a tweet, do it.
Yes.
But we have to take it upon ourselves individually to save this country.
Yeah.
Do not say Mary is going to do it. What is good? Every single Kenyan needs to do. You have a responsibility of saving this country.
Yes. Everybody
Once you do that, once you do that, oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Let me tell you the kind of power, the kind of momentum we build in this country. And that is how the Gen Z demonstration was successful. We had graphic designers, hata tuko tunajuana.
Yes.
We had people tweeting, we had TikToks, we had experts, we had people who had literally mapped the city from Google Maps. Like they marked the roads, they marked police blockades, mspite hapo, piteni hapa, you know. And they could relay information in real time.
Yeah.
Everyone has their expertise. We had motivational speakers who would encourage us, go, you know, do this, you know.
That has started a whole business with one rice.
Yeah, there's another one. Everyone had, and you know, hakuna mtu aliambiwa ndio kazi yako. Unajidefine role yako.
Yeah, that's how volunteering works.
Yes, so me, I'm calling upon Kenyans to embrace that spirit.
Yeah.
The spirit of the Gen Z demonstrations 2024. Pick it up from now.
Yeah.
We are in an election year. Make it your personal business to make sure we have the right kind of leadership in 2027.
Yes,
and we can do it.
Yes.
We can do it.
Yeah.
You don't know how we can do it, Wabs. Ukipiga kura, kalisha kura yako.
Chunga kura.
Chunga kura yako. Uko na simu, record ka video. You know.
Yeah.
Talk to people. Do civic education to people. Talk to people. Tell people the decision you are making is going to affect us for 5 years.
Yes.
Make a sober decision.
Yes.
And
look at it keenly. Evaluate those candidates.
I'm telling you, if we all get involved in shaping the leadership of this country, we will not allow tribalism. Because you know, tribalism, ni ile politicians are to divide. It won't work.
It won't.
Because already we are doing civic education amongst ourselves.
Yes.
We are building small societies within where we are. You know, tunatetea interests zetu mahali tuko. Ward level. Taking to constituency level and county level, even to national level. Everyone must actively partake to decide the kind of leadership they want without emotions, with logic. So that's why I've captured this. I would say it's a thriller. It's a thriller. It's a motive. It's a sad journey. It's a you know, it's a whole emotional process.
Yeah. So you in this the cover of the book. Wasema mheshimiwa anafuliza my future.
Let me tell you something.
Mheshimiwa ameamua kufuliza future.
Let me tell you something funny.
Yes.
When we were working on the design of the cover of the book, we wanted it to be real. Okay. So I had a couple of photos I had taken, demo photos. I lost my TikTok account that had a lot of videos of the demos.
Yes.
So I shared this image. This is an actual photo taken opposite I&M building. Unaona pale I&M?
This is the Kenyatta Avenue.
Yeah, alafu pande ingine kuna 680. Unaona pale katikati?
Hapo katikati.
Hapo ndio tulikuwa tunakula njaro. Unajua polisi wanatokea pande gani?
But these police were doomed all sides because another group was waiting for this side.
Tulikuwa tunatafuta njia kufika parliament. So kuna wale wako njia 680, wengine wako Uhuru Highway. Yaani kila ukishuka hii side nyingine ile Selasi team nyingine inapita huko. So sisi tulikuwa stationed pale hapo hivyo Kenyatta Avenue. Opposite I&M pande nyingine 680. So we were actually just taking and you know we used to shoot a lot of content during the demos. So the image on the cover of the book is an image that was taken while I was posing. I was then that even in my wildest dreams, I didn't imagine I would write a book about it. So then we said, instead of doing a graphical image, let's use a real image. So this was a poster I was carrying. Tulikuwa tunapeangwa mabanners tunabeba huko kwa street. That was one of them.
Nani walikuwa wanapea hizo banners hizo?
I thought that like I told you,
did from home.
Let me tell you, something was very interesting about that demonstration.
Yes.
Kila mtu alikuwa amejitolea kivyake. Kuna mtu alikuwa anatengeneza banners zinamwekwa tu mahali tao. Unaenda unachukua tu. Me I remember going to archives. Hapo ndio banners hata sijui nani unachukua yako moja ujui zimetoka wapi. Archives ilikuja ikashika moto akukalikisi hapo, there they shot people a lot. So mimi kama sana I used to be at the Jamia area. Pale Jamia area ulikuwa unapata tu maji, lori inakuja tu na maji. Mnajaza hizi chupa zenu za maji. I don't know who brought the water. I don't know who printed the placard. We just pick the placard and the message is reflective with what I believe in, and we run and we do
some doctors. I think it was so organized and coordinated.
The one of the people I've mentioned in my book, Dr. Omondi on X is called Japrado, was very instrumental in organizing the treatment of people that had been shot. The center
I need
at
to have
Japrado
here.
Yeah,
you need to. I need to have Japrado to talk about this story. This story seems to be so deep from a medical angle.
Exactly.
Well. Yes.
Is the Jamia area.
Yes.
Jamia, they were, hata tuko tunajua. Ujui mtu, but unajua mtu akiumia utapelekwa mahali fulani. Wale walikuwa naumia hii side ya tao, mnapelekwa Basilica. So you can see how would I say? There was no like centralized organization.
Yes.
Things were just happening. So like kuna mtu tu alikuwa anakuja na gari ana offload maji kwa street.
Yeah.
So kazi yetu ni kuchukua tu maji tunakunywa, tunajimwagilia saa nyingine sababu ya tear gas. I've told a story in the book when it was the fights in the streets were hot. So me I went to ile Alien Nation Center. Mali wanapiga viatu rangi. So I went to chill there. Those shoe shiners. So mmekimbishwa from every direction. Tao was a war zone.
It was a war zone.
It was a war zone. So you're looking for a place to hide. So I'm seated there with the shoe shiners and I'm thinking, hii serikali imetusumbua, imetupeleka. So and I'm seated next to two people and of course we would share the Colgate. So at Colgate, I would give them to put it on their eyes. I had some water.
And that Colgate thing was working.
It was working. It was working on the eyes. So I would give them, uko na Colgate nikupatie. So and we would strike a conversation. And of course now we had become friends. You just become friends with any stranger. And we would talk about it and I was like, na hii gava imetupeleka. Yani hata watu wenye huruma wameharibu kila kitu. And we sat there for like 30 minutes.
Yes.
Talking. Then you're waiting kutulia, then marathon tena. So and when we woke up, when those two guys woke up and went, then this Shushina tells me, unajua ulikuwa unaongelesha DCI. So me I was chaping stories with DCI there, telling them how this gava has just messed us up badly. And I would share my frustrations. I'm like, they knew they would affirm. But they were DCIs.
But then that's good. At least they take the message to the
that's the thing. And then I'm very sure at the end of the day you're still a human being.
Yes.
It doesn't matter if you're a president. It doesn't matter if you're a DCI.
It doesn't
at the end of the day,
yeah.
Your description of who you are, you're a human being.
Of course
you have emotions. And your heart tells you when this is a truth, this is a lie, this is a wrong.
Yeah.
So even them hata mahali wako, wanajua kama vitu ni mbaya. Nimbaya. So those were some of those moments in the demonstrations that were and almost dying like twice. I've captured it in my book, being targeted, live bullets, but I sneaked out, and all those things have been captured there. The many friendships we've made great friendships. I've mentioned all the people, Akina Baya Onyeko, Dr. Took a lecturer, Dr. Dano Nyango.
Yes.
These are the people we built. These are people that we built Kilimocha Haki together. Kina Florence Nyaga. These are tulipatana tu kwa streets. But we had that common resolve. We need to fight. So Kenyans should never forget.
Yeah. So now, I want us to now depart just a little bit from the book.
Yeah.
And let us look at the current happening in the political dispensation today.
Yeah.
And probably how we are not departing entirely from the book, because I just want you to also make reference to the book
each other,
on how
Yeah.
the whatever solutions that you're offering in the book are now arising towards actually assisting us with this. And we start with the cost of living, the high cost of living.
Yeah.
Yes.
You see, Wabs, it is unfortunate. Nothing has changed from 2024. Nothing.
Yes.
Not a single thing.
But I think something has changed.
Nothing. For the good or for the bad?
I think for the worst. Okay, my person, I don't have money in my pocket, so I think they have changed
Let me
the world.
tell you, in terms of the changes Kenyans have been clamoring for,
yes,
nothing has changed.
Okay.
We are worse off than 2024.
Okay.
Cost of living. We went to the streets in 2024 because of the taxes that had been introduced in that bill. Remember?
Yes.
That was actually the ignition.
Yes.
This high taxation, and you remember this member of parliament, Kimani Ichung'wah, arrogantly making a public statement and saying, iyo bill tulipitisha yote, hata kama hamjui. You see that level of arrogance.
No, so but what's wrong with this?
They digested the bill into clauses and inserted those clauses in other bills. So essentially, alisema your finance bill 2024, tulipitisha mpende msipende. That's what he was saying. We are worse off now.
Why is he so emotionally unhinged?
I'm telling you, I don't know what happens to these politicians.
Can somebody just rise and say such kind of thing?
I honestly don't understand. They're disconnected from reality, from being human. There's something in there that needs to be studied. But the cost of living is high. Taxes have increased. Just the other day you saw importing. The importers, they were slapped with a whole $1 million per container. So if an importer, most of the people import to sell. If those taxes, they'll translate to the consumer.
Down to the consumer.
So taxes are higher than 2024.
Yes.
Fuel is higher than 2024. And once fuel is higher, everything else, it's power, it's energy, it's the transport mode, it's everything. Everything goes up. Yes. So I would say the cost of living, and you know a lot of these things are IMF World Bank pushed.
Oh, so there is kind of
even
a globalist
the finance bill. If you actually read my book, you realize the connection between the finance bill 2024 and IMF and World Bank structural adjustments. These things were pushed by the World Bank and IMF as a structural adjustment for this country.
Yes.
As much as they were hurting, and they are still hurting the country,
yes,
the government chose to obey or listen to these Bretton Woods institutes rather than the people.
Yeah.
You see, so we are worse off, Wabs. Cost of living, you can tell the straining in the economy. Hakuna biashara.
Okay.
See, it's not as easy as it used to be.
Yeah.
You know, Kenyans are just very aggressive people in terms of business, working. Kenyans hujituma. Watu wanajituma, wanafanya job, wanafanya biashara.
Kenyans are real workers.
Oh, they work very
and
hard.
You see, Kenyans are also honest people. If the environment, the working environment is favorable, everybody actually
Kenyans hujituma mbaya. You know, even in very hard situations.
Yes, and so resilient.
You can see now the excessive taxation is hurting the economy. So I think that excessive taxation that they've imposed on the country has killed more jobs, has killed SMEs.
Yes.
Because the purchasing power has gone down. When we can't purchase, we affect the retailers and the wholesalers. You know, it's a chain.
Yes.
Yeah, the purchasing power is here. We support the entire system of business, you know. When you tax the employed people more, they don't have disposable income to shop.
Yes.
That's how you support an economy, to invest, to build. When people are building, the construction industry is booming.
Yes.
People are buying flats now when people can't buy flats. The economy is what? It's stagnated. So we are not at a good place. We're actually worse than we were.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were.
Okay, so now you think like maybe there is something in form of a solution that this particular book, from that history, from 2024, the Gen Z protest, that is now trying to prescribe a solution on specifically on the cost of living, considering that this
any
regime,
government of the day or the government to come, it has to be about the people.
Okay.
It has to be about the people, period.
Okay.
You have to listen to the people.
Yeah, so the book says...
Policies, the book says. The policies have to be about the people.
Yeah.
So there is this thing, and you know, when we started, I asked, what is government?
Yeah,
what
you
is
asked
government?
me that,
It is because government ceased to be what it was meant to be.
Yes.
If you listen to the people and they tell you your taxations are hurting,
Yes.
reduce the taxes.
Yeah.
Expand the economy in terms of production. Zero rate agriculture. Those are the policies the government of the day should follow through. But as things stand,
Yes.
the government of the day is pushing policies of foreign bodies, not Kenyans.
Yeah.
It has got nothing
And that's the
to do
reason
with the
as to why
Kenyan people.
the fuel that the fuel will rise, the cost of production gets so high, and
And it
everything
affects
else
everything
follows.
else, you know.
Yes.
Because what are you doing when you want a robust economy? What are you doing? You increase local production.
Yes.
Hiyo ndio pesa inasonga.
And you
pasi-
usually can achieve that by ensuring that the cost of diesel
Let me tell you,
is lower.
you reduce
Of production.
the cost of energy, which is Kenya Power and the fuel.
Yes.
That source of energy.
Yes.
If you make sure those two things are affordable,
Yeah.
Kenyans have a way of just themselves being industrious,
Yes.
producing in their
Yes.
spaces.
Yeah.
SMEs, farming, business, product,
Yes.
whatever.
Yes.
They produce. Once they produce, the economy is robust. So I wouldn't say, I would say, and let me tell you, I will say this with all the clarity it deserves.
Yes.
The Uhuru Ruto, no, this is not the Uhuru Ruto, this is the Ruto administration.
Yes.
The Kenya Kwanza administration is not implementing any single policy that benefits a Kenyan. The Ruto administration is entirely implementing policies that are benefiting foreigners.
Okay. How?
Foreigners,
Maybe.
foreign institutions,
Yes. Okay. You're able to
foreign
substan-
corporations.
You're able to substantiate now.
When you're pushing bills in parliament
Yes.
that are not benefiting a Kenyan,
Yes.
who are they benefiting?
They must be benefiting somebody.
Someone else.
Yes.
When you push, I understand the Privatization Act.
Yes.
When you privatize parastatos like the Kenya pipeline,
Yes.
which has always been profitable,
Yeah.
because you've been pushed by the IMF and World Bank,
Yes.
who are you benefiting?
Them.
Them. You're not benefiting
Yeah.
the Kenyan.
Yeah.
So when you've earmarked 63 corporations and parastatos in Kenya to sell,
Yeah.
to privatize, so Kenya essentially becomes entirely a private entity. It's no longer
yeah.
a government or a country for the people.
Yes.
Sisi tumebaki tu tumeshikilia jina Kenya, lakini Kenya si yetu.
Okay.
Tumeshikilia tu jina.
Umeshika mkebe tu.
Umeshika
sisi.
mkebe ila aina kitu.
yeah.
Kwani Kenya ni nini?
Should
You
be
can't control
comprising of all those
transport.
things. Yeah.
Energy, Kenya Pipeline is a huge infrastructure.
Yeah.
When you privatize Kenya Ports Authority, what have you done? When you want to privatize the Jomo Kenyatta International Airport, what have you done?
Yeah.
Those are not policies that are going to benefit
The Kenyan person.
the Kenyan. They are benefiting someone else, but that someone else is not a Kenyan.
Yes.
That's what I'm trying to say. So you're saying, what should we do?
Yes, I'm
Shift-
just asking the kind of solutions that are being offered in the book.
Shift to the people-based governance.
Yeah.
Listen to the people.
Yeah.
Listen to what people want. You know, you remember it's even captured in my book
Yes.
when the demonstrations went on to the JKIA. Sazilo alikuwa anauzia airport Adani. I have that part in the book.
Yes.
Kenyans even offered to changa money to buy the airport or to invest in the airport.
Yes, I can
Kenyans
remember
did that.
I can remember that.
Kesi tufungulieni hata kama ni pay bill.
Yes.
Sisi tutoe
Kama ulikuwa
pesa.
unataka 10 billion tunaweza toa hiyo
Tunaweza
pesa.
sisi Kenyans ndio tukue ndio owners wa hiyo.
Oh, yeah.
airport. Ni yetu.
Tujashindwa.
Unaelewa?
Yeah.
Kenyans can do that.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about, the people-based solutions.
Yeah.
Imagine if this administration was genuine.
Uh-huh.
Kwa nini wakufungua Wakenya wanunue hiyo airport? Ama wainvest kwa hiyo airport basi? It was never done. And as we speak, understand there's another PPP for the airport.
Yes. There is.
Yeah, there's another PPP for the airport. Not Adani, but I don't know. There's another PPP going on for the airport. So you can see the Ruto administration
Yes.
is a wheeler-dealer administration. Is that there are deals that are being cut left, right, and center.
Okay.
They're not centered into the national security, national growth, betterment of the people. They are not. Because they're not homegrown solutions.
Yes.
You see, like you could be having a problem in your family, and you're going to the neighborhood family to try and sort problems in your family. It doesn't make sense.
Makes no sense.
Build the solutions within your
Yes.
homestead.
Uh,
If there is less food, plant more food.
Yeah.
If you have no water, dig a borehole for your family.
Think a borehole, yeah.
You don't go to tell the other man in the other homestead, nataka uniuzie maji. Homegrown solutions.
Yeah.
So I would say that it's not that it can be done. It can be done. It just needs sober leadership.
Yes.
Yeah.
There's a lot of government officials actually who are defending this economy. They're saying that the economy is doing very well and the president is really, really working. What do you tell them?
They think Kenyans are stupid. Kenyans are not stupid. Kenyans, hata ule mama mboga huku si mjinga.
Yeah.
Kenyans are sharp people. Hata ule mtu wa pikipiki ni werevu. Wakenya ni werevu. So they look at this. Sasa, yani mumetubeba ujinga to your level. That's how Kenyans will be looking. They won't argue. You know, Kenyans are also not very confrontational. They won't argue with you. Kenyans will laugh and walk off. But they know you're lying. If an economy is good, you don't need to speak about it.
People can see
it. Not even see. It reflects on our lives.
Feel it,
you feel it.
Yeah.
You feel it, you know. You don't have to tell us the economy is good. You feel the economy is good. If you know how, so I think they're insulting the intelligence of the people.
Yeah. So in order for the current regime today not to appear as to be insulting the intelligence of the common mwananchi, what do you think are those kind of policies that can be implemented in the next 12 months to turn around the wheel?
I honestly,
or is it irredeemable?
It's irredeemable. The Ruto administration cannot recover. I can tell you the damage they've caused, they can't recover. There is nothing Ruto can do to recover. Nothing. Nothing. I'm just looking at the damage. You know, the damage is too deep to undo. But for the future administrations that come,
yes,
I don't know which administration will come in. What we need in this country right now, Wabs, is must be a revolution. Nothing less. Otherwise tutakula tu shida tu. Hata nani mwingine akuje. You know, I'm finding people talking about one term Ruto must go, and I support. But our problems do not end with Ruto going. People, watu wajashika hiyo kitu bado. We will need a revolutionary kind of leadership for this country to turn.
Yes.
You know that crazy mad leader, ule atamka aseme ile Kenya pipeline irudi. Hii KPLC sitaki kujua, nataka next week it's a national asset.
Yes.
Naelewa? We need a leader who will call, you know, let me tell you, it's all a point of leadership. When you have good leadership, it trickles down.
Yes.
When a leader gives good direction, the civil servants, the members of parliament, everyone, it's leadership. Have you seen sheep going to graze? The sheep that is usually at the front can lead 1,000 sheep to a ditch.
Yes.
Or that 1,000 sheep to a pasture. The leader is very important.
Very important.
So if a leader has a clear vision and direction, the entire country. And you know, I told you Kenyans again are ingenious. Kenyans are hardworking. Yes. They're able to turn the tides easily.
Yeah.
For me, it is not about who is going to be the president next in 2027. Whoever that person has to be, has to really know you have to have a revolution in this country.
Yes.
And it's not all lost.
Oh, okay.
It's not lost.
Yeah. So now the president has built Talanta Stadium. He has done the affordable housing. People are now getting to those houses, and we can see some photos of how the stadium looked like. Right now, the grass is green and all that. Do you hate Ruto that much to the extent that you can't recognize that?
Nani ana kwao Kenya? Anajengewa nyumba. Nani ananga kwao? First of all, hizi nyumba. If I talk about the illegality or the legality of these houses. You take public land. You tax Kenyans.
Yes.
To build houses on public land.
Then sell it.
And sell these houses to Kenyan. Even in 100 years, this is an illegality. It will never be legal. So hizo nyumba, I pity anyone who thinks of buying those houses. They will never stand in a court of law and go through. Never.
The government can call them back. The guy says that, let your nyumba.
First of all, wacha nikuulize, ukinunua nyumba unaitishanga nini?
Title deed.
Thank you.
Yes.
Title deed inakuanga na nini? History. Kuna ile kakitu inaitanga green card kwa title deed.
Yeah, sure.
The history of that land. Wacha nikwambia hata miaka 100 imepita. Kama ile shamba pale chini ilikuwa government land, they can repossess that house.
Absolutely, they can.
So first of all, those houses, if they're intended for ownership, for individual ownership, it's illegal.
They could have privatized the land first.
You can't. You can't privatize the government land. Even in 100 years, you can't. How? How?
But the government can give out its land and then
to who? You have to give through the law. How? You have to give through a legal system, a legal procedure.
A conveyancing system.
There has to be, are you getting?
Yes.
Ndio upate maziwa lazima ukuwe na ng'ombe, lazima ukamue. It's a process.
Yeah, sure.
So I'm near the milk level. For you to get milk, there's a process. The same way. Government land has you can never privatize government land.
Yes.
If we were to follow the law, hawezi. So any leader who comes even in 10, 20 years can repossess those houses. So wacha tuseme hizo nyumba amejenga, which are slums actually. To me, they're slums.
Those houses are slums?
They're slums.
Have you been there?
They are all over where I live. They're slums.
But there's
they are slums.
You don't have cab roads and tiles.
No, they're slums.
Slums.
Congestion. Ni kama nyumba ya mbwa kadogo. These are slum. They are blocks of concrete.
Unajua mabensita kuna ma one bedroom pale.
No. That's a slum. That's a slum. Those are slums. So maybe they'll be repossessed.
Modern slum.
A modern slum. You can repossess them, donate them to the police force, to the NYS wakange huko wakisoma.
Inakaa kama hostel hivi sana.
Yeah. This should be repossessed by the next government and should be used by the government. You know, it's a government investment. Wacha tuseme tu pesa imechomeka, but serikali inaweza chukua, but they cannot be owned individually. So kuna Mkenya aliuliza, nani aliambia Ruto nani ana kwao? Kuna mtu ana kwao. Unawajengea mtu nyumba. Na unajengea mtu nyumba na hajakupea specifications vile nyumba hiyo itakaa. Isn't that even a human rights violation? Unawezaje nijengea nyumba hujaniuliza napenda nyumba inakaaje?
But you delegated the authority to the leadership now.
No, these are what we call the excesses of the government. That's an excess of the government.
But the moment you delegate your mandate, decisions are made for you.
How? Legally? Did I? In law?
Through the ballot.
No. Those are excesses of our government. Ndio nimekwambia the government is excessively wanafika mahali wafai wafike. You know, it's like a government ikiingia kwa bedroom yako sasa.
Kwa sababu uliwapata mandate sasa wamekuja
ati wameingia hapa kwa bedroom hapo hapana. Unaona? Kila Mkenya akona kwao. And in terms of Kenyan WABs, what is a priority today? Is it a house or it's education and jobs?
Bado chakula kwanza. Hata sio education.
Hata usiende mbali.
Watu wakule
kwanza. Give me a good environment. Mtoto wangu asome vizuri. Akitoka university na muabsorb. Kazi imemgoja. Wachana na nyumba.
Nyumba najenga mwenyewe.
Tutajijengea manyumba. Create that environment whereby I'm telling you, I think the level of unemployment in this country, I've been going around using through Okiom Tata Presidential Exploratory Committee. The levels of unemployment in this country, they must be to 70%, 80% uko juu. Vijana wana kazi. Make that a priority.
Yeah.
Tengeneza kazi. Si kuwapeleka Saudia wakakuwa ma-slaves. Tengeneza kazi hapa Kenya. Create an environment for job creation. Skilled, non-skilled, self-employed or not self-employed. Create a good environment. These young people should be absorbed in something productive they should be doing. Hii Talanta Stadium inajengwa. It is a con. Ask yourself one question. Do we have a system in this country that taps talent from the lowest school in this country? Do we have such a structure that taps talent?
I believe we don't.
We don't. So what's the stadium for? If you cannot tap a footballer. No. Have you tapped a Kenyan footballer kutoka akiwa 10 years? Unajua talent is tapped from down there. Do we have...
But unajua mimi nilikuwa nacheza kabumbu, kuna wakati nilikuwa naguza hii bana, nilikuwa nacheza bana kweli pale
Your talent was wasted because no one was out there scouting for talent. Do we have, for example, do we have a government talent tapping structure? You know? Like kama vile tu wako na CBC. Tushasikia kuna watoto walitolewa kutoka pale grade 3 kamecheza football kameingia kakona like it's a what do they call them like government
academy.
Thank you. Academy ya gava. Si individual wachani za wadosi. Like a talent academy ya gava iko. So stadium ni nini? Stadium ni nini? It's a con. It's useless. It's a bottomless pit of stealing money. Nothing else. Yani wanaangalianga tu mali hapa tutakula bilioni ngapi leta hiyo. It's a wheeler dealer administration. Because I make sense and I see that this administration has big economic advisors. Mpaka I wonder what kind of advice do they give?
David Ndii pale.
What do they say?
Unajua David Ndii economy ule jamaa sijui amepatikana tu wrong side,
you know,
lakini jamaa
I told if we go wrong pale, when we go wrong on leadership, we go wrong on everything. Every single thing. And let me tell you, fixing the Kenyan problem is not hard. People make it complex. It's not hard. It's a very simple way to fix the Kenyan problem. Genuinely fight corruption. Change that name. We were talking about it. It's
theft.
Not. It is theft. It is
anytime
theft.
money is lost and the
Unaona hiyo jina corruption. Toeni kwanza. Theft. Charge them as thieves.
We have thieves. We are
na wanafaa wawekwe. Are they sasa tunakuwa na robbery with violence. Tunafaa tukue na description ya hii theft ingine ni gani.
What are suspects of theft? The moment to say suspects of corruption.
When you fight corruption genuinely in this country.
Yes.
Like China does. When you have
we have more than we need then.
Unanyonga watu wawili tu na corruption inaisha. Wawili tu. Si wengi. Genuinely. Aki nakwambia Wakenya watanyoroka hivi. Watu watafanya kazi. Reduce, and you know when it comes to corruption.
Na si mwananchi wa kawaida ukachukua mwananchi for sacrificial lamb.
That political elite that is stealing billions and billions of money. Deal with corruption. Bring back efficiency in governance.
Yes.
People that are in offices to lead, let them be efficient.
Yes.
Let's get our priorities right.
Yes.
By creating jobs locally. Stop this excessive importation. I think we are sort of net importers. We import even toothpicks. Reduce importation, increase local production.
We really import, for sure.
You know, like I was here thinking, if we were, agriculture is the bedrock of this country.
Backbone.
Build dams, the backbone.
Yes.
Small scale farmers. Build dams in those semi-arid areas. Imagine kama Garissa inatoa melon smart sana. Garissa, melon. Unaona pale ni Tana River. Mahali maji kikuwa nyingi na flood, you've gone to Garissa. That is a rich
basin. So panda hizi na tukalipa nao deni ya China hii.
Ai, unasema nini?
Hata tume tu China.
Local
sasa
production.
We are not sending you money, we are sending you watermelon.
Now I'm telling you local production.
Yes.
Let's encourage local production. In agriculture, SMEs, reduce taxes. When you reduce taxes, people produce more.
Yes. And even able to collect more.
And I'm telling you, people even volunteer to give taxes. Let me tell you. Kenyans volunteer.
Even if you don't volunteer.
Yeah.
If I told you I was collecting from 2 people and now I'm collecting from 50.
You collect
You're
more.
Collecting more.
You collect more because there is more. There is more production.
Yeah.
When we encourage our country to be a producing country, in every sector, in agriculture, in IT, in science, in everything, we collect more taxes.
Yeah, sure.
We can build a Singapore. We can make Kenya be like Singapore.
Yes.
By just turning leadership.
Yeah.
But now what we have, it is wheeler dealers. Unajua broker ni nani? Broker. Unajua broker? Mimi ni mkulima. Kazi ya broker halimangi. Broker ajui process ya shamba.
Yes.
Broker hata ana soko. Like market si yake. Aliingianga pa katikati ya mkulima na soko.
Nimekuwa broker mimi pia. Naweza kubroker.
Na iko na do.
Ina pesa kwanza.
Lakini mbaya. Me I don't like brokers. Because they are reaping. They are reaping where they didn't sow, like really, you know. Nile umeangalia weakness ya system. You know why I'm talking about brokers. Our government nowadays is a broker.
No,
it's a brokerage government.
Mimi nimeona ule jamaa anahitaji wewe uko na bidhaa unataka kuuza kweli, si ndio? Lakini hauna mteja.
Do you know why?
Natafuta mteja nikakuletea na mimi
it's the weakness of the market. The broker is capitalizing on the market weakness. Yani kuna mahali serikali imefall short. Hapo ndio broker anaingilia. Imagine if all the people farming carrots, the government has created structures, now wameka price, wameka minimum prices. That's what Europe does. Like, kama mkulima melima carrots, like 1 kg of carrots should never go below this price.
Okay, yes.
So government has intervened.
Yes.
So your carrot is shuka.
Yeah.
It can only go up.
Yes.
But now what does a broker does? A broker steps in
inflates
to mitigate on the weakness or the absence of government policy to protect agriculture. Unaelewa? Yes. So, and of course akili ya binadamu ni ile ile. Wewe ukiona mahali kuna weakness utaingia hapo kule kitu yako.
Manipulate, yeah.
So what I'm saying, it is
but
not
my brokerage was not manipulative.
I know.
I think I think for those actually who know me have intervened in matters of land here,
you see, and it's business. It's business. So what I'm saying,
business.
it is not hard to fix this country. We just need good leadership. That's what I'm saying.
Yes.
It's not hard to fix the problems we have. They can be fixed in a day.
Yes.
See what Kibaki did with just good policies. Just good policies. Alienda waambia timu yake, I want free primary education. Tokeni kwa ofisi yangu, nataka free primary education. Go figure out.
Yeah.
You see, it's a vision. Once you have a leader with a good vision, it's easily implementable. And let me tell you, God has given us everything in this country. We have a good weather. We have good lands.
The tropicals, yeah.
We have fresh water. God has given us resources.
Yes.
In this country, foreigners are mining here like crazy. Ushasikia Kenya ina mine minerals zake. All the mining happening in this country is by private. Other countries are mining here and shipping minerals. By the Kenya kuna minerals mob sana. See, I've seen Juzi the Chinese are mining gold. I don't know in which river. Is it River Yala? Ama River? Yeah, they're mining gold.
River Yala?
Yes. With no license, nothing. And then I was the other day, and yesterday I was with my boss. I was telling her, umesikia yo maneno. I understand that the Chinese have put up some structures side ya Uganda. Ni kama wamechimba under tunnel, like wame mine underground mpaka wakatokea Uganda chini. No license, nothing. Imagine if government was to tap all those minerals for the benefit of the country.
We could get enough resources to pay all those MPs, and then we
not even MP. I'm telling hata hii deni. Hii hata tuwezi chukua mwaka kulipa. Papi, hivi tunalipa. Let me say something. It is possible. Our problem is not major. Our problem is bad leadership. Once we get good leadership, shida zingine, they're fixed like this.
Yeah. So, Mary Kathomi, I understand that you are an actor and you've acted in Cobra Squad. A very, very good job. I watched you during that time and I used to say that this is anafaa kuwa main character. Mulitono wapi na Will Brother?
You know, and that is my third book. It's going to come up at the end of the next year. I have a long career in acting. You know, many people cannot reconcile Mary in politics and Mary in acting.
Yes.
I started acting at the National Theatre. I've done set books. I have done stage plays. I have done screenplays. I've done Wingula Moto. I did Cobra Squad. Wow. I've done Makutano Junction. I've done movies. I've done a lot of those things. Yes. So akina Will Brother ni mabeshte. Yeah. Wote hata akina Jalango ni mabeshte. Akina Churchill ni mabeshte. Tulikuwa tunampananga 20 bob. Let me tell you, Jalango amekalia mawe KNT akaniomba 20 bob ya fare.
Every day your statement?
Yes. National Theatre.
DJ loud,
National Theatre. 20 bob.
DJ alikalia mawe.
Kuna mawe ingine na kwanga hapo KNT. Those days KNT si kama vile iko sahi. Sasa wameprivatize. Hata ikuanga parking. Ilikuanga tu area usanii, mnaimba nyimbo zenu, mnafanya mavitu zenu, mna act, mna rehearse. You know, art. Creativity.
Yeah.
So
akakuomba mbao
hakuwa na fare. Nikampea mbao ya fare. Na theater tulikuwa tunapendana sana. Kama una fare
tulikuwa tunaishi kama familia.
Tunaishi kama familia. So akina Churchill watu wote from doing zero budget things, from shooting things in KBC. That has been our life, and that's how I had a very long career in
big up Jalango. Shout out, you did a good job in acting.
That's your Jalango. Si ametoka hapo akaenda Papa akaenda Kiss. Tulitoka tu hapo.
So pale ulikuwa umesota kabisa pale hata
wasanii wananga do. Wasanii wana do, acha nikwambie. Unajua art hapa Kenya sio rahisi. Ndio maintain art. Sio joke. A few are lucky. They've gotten and with the digital TV. You know, we used to be in the analog TV. When we moved to the digital television, a lot of opportunities have been created. Kitu kama Citizen has encouraged a lot of local programs. You know, that also absorbs a lot of people into employment. Ukienda KTN, ukienda NTV. So now people have been absorbed into local programs a lot. But I'm an actress. I'm an artist. I'm an artist.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So Will Brother hapo mlitoana tu na yeye mambo hapo.
Tumefanya program tumefanya program kadhaa na tumefanya the theatre company pamoja na hizo Jackie Nyaminde. Tumefanya na Jackie Nyaminde.
Ni program gani mmefanya na Jackie yenye mbona sisi hatujaona pamoja bana?
Mjatuna pamoja.
Okay,
tulifanya tumefanya and the next time I come nitakutumia links. We've done the theatre company program pamoja. Kuna project ilikuwa inaitwa Gidhaa. Tumefanya under Mumbi Kaigwa. She was the owner of the company. We've worked with Jackie there. I've done a public show with Jackie. Yeah, you know when you're doing a public show, there are many places. You're either on stage, you're either behind the stage, you're dealing with props, you're doing what tumefanya projects na yeye. Sana. I think by the time I branched completely to Cobra Squad, Jackie aliendanga. I can't remember what Jackie went to do. Jackie was the main character of Papa. Yeah, she was one of the main. She was the wife of Papa.
Yes.
She was the first wife, I think.
Yes. She acted very well.
And she's done that for many years. Mpaka Papa kapas. Papa pia nimefanya kazi na yeye. Mpaka Papa kapas, and then Jackie moved to radio. So this is a family. These are people we've been working with over time. And that has been my life. Theater. And even now, I love acting. And singing. I love acting and singing a lot. And these things you do for the love of it. It's just in you.
It's passion.
Just passion.
Deep inside of you.
It's just deep inside of you. Yeah.
So now, as we wind up, I just want you to kuna Linda Mwananchi hapa. What do you think about all these things? Because I know with your book coming on
actually
board,
with my book,
yes,
I've mentioned Sifuna in my book.
Yes.
I've mentioned Babu in my
Honorable
book.
Sifuna, you've met him?
I've met him, I've met him.
Yeah.
Right now, like I've told you.
Unajua Nuru Okanga alikuwa hapa, alikuwa anasema Sifuna na kiburi, anasema yeye ameinteract na yeye anaona kiburi Sifuna.
Wacha nikwambie, siasa, wacha nikwambie, ukikuwa huku nje, unaweza judge wana siasa. Ukiwa nje. Lakini ukiingia ndani, utaelewa siasa in a different angle.
Okay.
Let me tell you, I don't judge politicians. Like I used to judge them when I was not in politics.
Huyu ako kwa siasa huyu. Nuru Okanga ako kwa siasa. Na hata ako kwa Linda Mwananchi tu pia.
Na akasema Sifuna kiburi.
Anasema yeye wamekuwa pamoja na Sifuna na anasema kusema kweli yeye alikuwa anasikia tu. Sasa yeye anamedhibitisha kabisa manake amekuwa naye kwa karibu. Kwa jamaa na kiburi.
Mimi niko pia hata mimi niko Linda Mwananchi, by the way, for your information. Yes, I'm Linda Mwananchi.
Na huko wanawalipa aje? Hata mimi nataka kujoin. Wanalipa
it's not even about the money.
On a light note.
It's not about the money, it's about the belief, it's about Sifuna. Let me say honestly. Sifuna reflects a lot of what the Gen Z fought for or stood for. Sifuna fought for the Gen Z. What was Kaisa? He fought for the Gen Z.
Yes.
He's a few amongst the few legislatures who confronted the police in their parliament pale. Akamwambia don't shoot them. Yani alienda katikati ya polisi na Gen Z. Don't shoot them.
Yeah.
You know the Gen Z don't forget.
Yeah,
that's something in there. Number 2, he voted no for the finance bill. Akuvote yes.
Yeah.
Gen Z wako na kitu wabs. Kama ulivote finance bill yes. Usiongeleshe Gen Z.
Hakuna story mingi tunaongea.
Wachana tu nao. Wachana tu nao. Sasa tunatik. He has a lot of qualifications with the Gen Zs.
Yes.
I have not interacted with him one-on-one.
Yes.
And for me, I don't need to interact with him one-on-one to qualify him as a leader or not.
Yes.
I just need to be able to pick a few qualities from him and there. You know, Kenyans also have a problem, Wabs. You want angels. We don't have angels here.
Yeah.
If you can give me 70%, I'm happy with you.
Oh, okay.
You don't have to give me 100%. I also think we judge politicians too harshly. Ni binadamu tu.
Ni binadamu kama
ana hasira. Akona tumaringo tu kama mtu mwingine huko.
Kweli.
Ni binadamu. I think even as expecting politicians to be angels, we are also being not realistic. Akona zile attributes zake. Hata mimi mwenyewe kuna mtu atakuja kuambia ule Mary, achana na ule Mary. Unajua? Maybe kuna vile tulirabiana.
Especially your excess.
Hata maybe wale watu unajua me I'm very firm when I do my job. I want you to deliver. So when I'm leading a team, I'm hard on you. I want you to deliver. Yes. So wanaweza sema ule Mary ni mkali sana, but to me it's on the line of duty, so I cannot judge people out of hizo vitu ndogo ndogo me. And then when you have a glass of water, you can either choose to look it as half full or half empty. If Sifuna can give me something to work with, something to hold on, if something tells me he's not corrupt, if I have evidence this man is not corrupt, he cannot be bought with money. If he can love the country more than the foreigners who are ruining this country, I can root for him. Unaona? So far, Mimi,
Yes.
I admire what he stands for.
Yes.
Ukichukua mtu kama Sifuna, uchukue mtu kama kina Omtata, hiyo ni WhatsApp group moja.
Yeah.
Unaona, hiyo ni WhatsApp group moja.
Hiyo ni timu moto mbaya ile.
Chukua hata Wanjigi mweke pale. They are talking about tangible issues. Odious debt, nini. Watu wanaongelelea kitu ina make sense.
Yeah.
You know, and we are not going to get angels from heaven to rule us.
To come and rule us, yeah.
No.
Okay. Now we are winding up, eh? Not as we wind out. Now we are winding up, and we want to wind up on a very, very light note, eh? Would you mind an ex like Rigiji is to Ruto?
Would I mind an ex?
Like Rigiji is to Ruto today? Kidogo ameenda amekuanika, unataka kutoa speech, ndio yame
let me say this. Wow, that is one hell of an ex. That is one hell of an ex. By the way, mi napenda Rigiji.
Look at that kind of an ex.
Wow. Like Akwachi. Nika Akwachi. Muliachana lakini awachiki.
Umenitema na utaona.
But if there's one mistake,
kind of an ex.
let me say one bad mistake, but God anakona sababu zake. Hiyo Ruto kuimpeach Rigiji, that was a hell of a mistake. Angemimpeach. Angeachana tu jamaa survive miaka yake 5. Ile damage amefanya. The damage. But God akona sababu zake.
Yes.
But my goodness, I wouldn't want such an ex. Oh my goodness, just get off my back.
Yes,
get off my back. Just go live your life.
Mwingine ndio huyo amesema hata kabla upate huyo ashatoa habari anasema atakuwa anakuja kwa hiki jiji na anatafuta Naliaka. Huyo jamaa amekuja kudanganya Naliaka tena.
Yaani anamulika from morning to evening. Anamulika. So actually si tukitaka kujua maneno ya bedroom tunangoja Rigiji aonge. Tujue vile bedroom inakaa.
Unajua kuna intelligence mpaka bedroom ya State House.
You know actually you know what that tells me. The people around Ruto don't like him. You can tell the people next to Ruto don't like him because how does Rigiji get this intel? Na hii intel iko nje, iko ndani. Hii intel ni kama saizi vile umeamka hapo unaenda kwa choo. Nani anajua umeenda kwa choo? Ni sisi wawili hapa.
Yeah, sure.
Tutachukua simu nipigie mtu haraka. So I want to show you how deep. So ule mtu anapeaga Rigiji intel. Si hapo ndani?
Yes.
So what does that tell you? Wale watu wako hapo wampendi.
Was so dissatisfied, yeah.
Yeah, they're not happy.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, how does Rigiji get this intel?
Yeah.
You know,
and you see, I think you are running short of saying that those people around Rigiji love Rigiji so much to the extent they are unable to leak anything out. Because you see, if at all the government does not have intelligence, like on Rigiji, the same way Rigiji has intelligence on the government.
Exactly. So you can see. You see, I told you at the end of the day, when all is said and done, we are human beings. No, even tumekaa hivi na wewe. You can just like me as a human being.
Yeah, sure.
Naturally, you know.
Yeah.
We can do everything, but we do not lose the aspects of a human being.
Yeah,
if you're not nice to the people next to you, how are you going to be nice to people far away from you?
Yeah,
Are you getting? Be nice to your children, to your wife, to your friend, to your colleagues.
Absolutely.
Those are the people relating with you on a human level. So what does that tell you? Wale watu wako pale, they're not happy. They're not happy. Because nakwambia wako...
They might vote for Sifuna.
Even right, the people next to him naturally Wabs. There is how are you going to explain hiyo intel ya Rigiji? Kwani inatokanga wapi?
You can't explain.
Yani mpaka akienda kufanya press statement pale huyu ako nayo already.
Yeah, that was deep.
Anyway, this is the nature of our country. You know,
we learn.
We learn every day.
Thank you so much, Mary Kathomi.
Thank you. I have enjoyed the conversation. It's a lovely conversation.
We often will be
waiting to see you on 14th.
Absolutely, I'll be there.
Yeah.
In my nice tuxedo.
Oh yes. We have to look.
Yeah, absolutely.
We have to look really smart.
Yeah, sure. That has been Mary Kathomi, one of the greatest leaders. And by the way, you haven't told us about Omtata. You are the chairperson.
I'm the chair lady of the Presidential Exploratory Committee.
What have you guys found out already?
That's official. That's him. Actually, in my book,
yes,
I have a whole chapter about Okiya Omtata.
Okay.
And I have a whole background about the being elected the chair lady of the Presidential Exploratory Committee.
Oh, okay.
It's there in the book.
Is Okiya Omtata coming over?
It should.
Yeah. So that has been a great conversation that we've had with one Iron Lady, the strongest in East and Central Africa, if not the entire world. Inshallah, I'll love to see you on the next video. We good? We're still live.
Yeah, but I'm finishing with the book cover and the...
Are we still live?
Yeah, but audio is muted.
Okay, okay. Mm.
The book cover and the artwork.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and as much as you run.
Oh, okay.
Like 2 minutes.
Oh, okay, okay, okay. So we are through.
Yeah, we're through.
Okay, okay.
Thank you. Thank you. Let me run. Maybe I wouldn't mind a cup of water. I think I talked too much.
This is what I did.
Awesome. Awesome. This is nice.